We made a co-op farming game in 1 month for a game jam, and now we're turning it into a full Steam release. Hi, we're Persimmon, the team behind Farm Bunnies, an online co-op game where you and your friends race to plant, water, and harvest crops to fulfill orders as fast as possible. Last time, we completely redid the UI, fixed bugs, and reworked some of the game's systems. This month, we added new features such as the dash, bees that stuns you for the summer, and crows that you need to chase away in the fall. We also continued to add on to our game with our skin system, saves, settings, translations, and more. First of all, we finally added a dash to our game. We wanted to add this feature since the game jam, but we didn't have the time to make it. This feature will help the players travel faster and create some fun and chaos. I created some cloud particles in Blender, slapped them together using the particle systems, created the dashing code, and voila! The dash is very useful, especially for the autumn season. You will face crows that will spawn randomly near planted crops, and you will have to dash through them to scare them away. This is part of one of the 2 mechanics each season will have. For the crow model, I went with simple shapes. We have to pay attention to how the models look in-game, as we need them to be distinguishable with the top-down view. And for the summer's first mechanic, we have the bees. The bees will spawn randomly along the borders of the map and will travel towards a random player. If the bee gets close enough to you, it will sting you and stun you for a short duration. As you can see, we still need to add some animations to our little critters and to our player, but it's currently in progress. Now, let's look at our other features. Scargo's work on our awesome skin system is proceeding smoothly. We can now change our bunny's fur, clothes, boots, and accessories. Now, we just need to create more skins so that you can enjoy customizing your rabbit. One tricky part we still need to tackle is how we are going to receive other players' skin data so that it appears on our screens. This is something we'll work on for the next month or 2. Then, we expanded on some smaller features. I created a save system using the awesome tutorial by Shea Studios that allow me to save scores and stars. If you have a new high score, it will then be shown in the results screen. Then, with that implemented, I started to work on our level selection screen. For the next devlog, we will have a beautifully drawn map representing each season, but for now, I created the buttons that will be placed onto the map. When hovering the button, you will then see the level's name, the miniature, as well as your high score and stars. In the future, we want to add achievements in the game in terms of how many stars the player gains, and small goals such as don't let a bee stun you, or don't let a crow destroy a single crop. After that, we finally added settings. We're starting to get quite tired of our lovely music and sound effects, so having these sliders will allow us to not go insane. And as you can see, I created some cute bunny icons for our lovely sliders. We also completely reworked every text in the game by adding translations. For now, we only have 2 translations, English and French, as they are our most proficient languages. We will plan to add more in the future if there are any people willing to help us. So please write down in the comment if you are willing to help us translate the game. And finally, our last small but important feature, we finally removed the Unity logo for a cute bunny one and removed our old title Farming Jam for the more accurate Farm Bunnies. Thank you so much for watching this month's devlog. Next month, we'll work on adding more mechanics to our existing seasons, start working on winter, and add the crops animation required. Our skin system is also advancing smoothly, and we should have great progress by next month. We are also working on creating a Steam page and should be ready for the next devlog, so stay tuned. Before you go, I just want to make a small quick update. I, Layton, the half a Persimmon that's making all of these devlogs, took an entire month for job search, and this is why this devlog was a bit late. I'm currently juggling between job search in the video game industry and in data science, so I'm pouring a lot of work into all of this at the same time, and also we are trying to make the best final result we can. I also put the Patreon on hold as I couldn't manage all social accounts all at the same time, but it will soon be back on again. As always though, sharing is helping, so if you want to support what we are doing, please share this devlog so that we can make more and also make more games in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next month. Bye bye!